guys, welcome back to another episode of Tales of Olympus, the podcast where we dive into the wildest, most dramatic, and sometimes even just downright unbelievable stories from Greek mythology. I am Ariel Gal, your host, as always. And today's story is about a hero you may have heard of, but you never knew who he was. Once he was almost a god. Right, that's a cliffhanger. No, I'm gonna finish it today. But I wanted to tell you guys that the Myth Drop Legends #1 has been released on YouTube with the animations. Full video. So go check it out. It's on my channel. Anyways, let's start the episode straight away. Now, this hero was beautiful, brave, and strong. He had a flying horse. He slayed a monster no one dared to face. And then he fell. This is the tale of Bellerophon, the winged hero who flew too high. Well, literally. Now, let's go back to the ancient city of Corinth, before Bellerophon's name echoed through temples. Long ago in Corinth, there lived a young prince. His name was, not Bellerophon. Not yet. His birth name was Hipponas, meaning horse-minded. Yes, and that was his actual name. The horse-obsessed vibes were strong from day one. He was the son of Glaucus and grandson of Sisyphus, which we'll mention in our future episodes. It's the same Sisyphus who was punished to roll a rock uphill for eternity, if you knew that. So let's just say family reunions were awkward. Hipponas was handsome, brave, and talented. Everyone loved him. But then everything changed. A terrible accident took place. Bellerophon killed someone in a high place. Some say it was by mistake. Some say it was jealousy, rage, or fate. No matter the reason, Hipponas was sent by his mother and father, which was the queen and king, to another kingdom, the city of Tyrants, ruled by King Proteus, to, follow his orders and do some labors, like Heracles and so many other heroes. And there, his story took a turn toward danger and destiny. King Proteus gave him shelter, but something felt off. Queen Sthenoboea, Proteus's wife, saw the young man and fell in love. But Bellerophon, honorably, wasn't interested. He wanted to stay noble, quiet, and respectful to the man who gave him shelter. So he politely said no. And that made the queen very upset. Not everyone takes rejections well, especially queens. Hera. So she came up with a plan. She ran to King Proteus and made up a terrible lie. She told him that Bellerophon had tried to kiss her and that he's dangerous and that Proteus should get rid of him at once. The king didn't know what to believe. He didn't want to upset the gods by hurting a guest. So instead he handed Bellerophon a scroll sealed with wax, and something unbelievable happened. It was sealed with wax, and King Protus told him to take it to King Iobates of Elixia. What Bellerophon didn't know was that the scroll said, "Please get rid of this boy carrying this scroll." And there. Wow. Okay, let me just add a little fun fact here. Bellerophon was sometimes known to be the son of both kings, like Theseus. Speaking of Theseus, Bellerophon was actually his brother, half brother, anyways. He was the son of Poseidon and his mortal king father. Yeah. Anyways, let's continue to the story. Now, Bellerophon rode toward Elycia, the scroll from King Protus safely tucked away. He had no idea that he was carrying his own death sentence. But the gods, oh, they knew, and one of them was about to give Bellerophon a gift that would change everything, literally. And that night, while sleeping under the stars, Bellerophon had a dream. A voice echoed through the sky. "If you wish to survive, seek this winged horse. Only Pegasus can help you defeat what is coming." He woke up with a start. A winged horse? Was it real? Could it be? The next morning, Bellerophon went to a nearby temple, the temple of Athena, the goddess of wisdom. He lit a small fire and whispered a prayer. "Please, if the winged horse exists, let me find it." Then he slept again, right there on the cold stone steps. And when he woke up, there it was, a golden bridle, glowing with divine light, was sitting next to him, a gift from Athena herself. The bridle was enchanted, meant only for Pegasus, the untamed flying horse who was born from Medusa's blood long ago. Don't ask. Go listen to the Medusa episode before. I do not want to explain that story. It's in the Perseus story. A hero with a happy ending. You'll find it soon enough. Anyways, Bellerophon took the bridle, trembling with excitement and fear. "Okay," he said. "Now I just have to find a flying horse." It wasn't easy. Pegasus was wild, free, and untouchable. But Bellerophon searched high and low until he finally found Pegasus drinking from a spring near Mount Helicon. With quiet steps, slow breathing, and the divine bridle in his hand, he slipped it over Pegasus' head. The horse reared up, but didn't fly away. Instead, Pegasus bowed his head. P.S. They're actually half-brothers too. I mean, Poseidon and Medusa was Pegasus' father and mother, to be honest. And when Pegasus bowed his head, they had bonded. Hero and steed, and boy and winged wanderer. Now they were ready to face whatever challenge was waiting. Which just so happened to be a lot of things. Let's continue. Okay, now let's continue. Now, I'm just gonna go quick. I'm just gonna go summarize the Bellerophon's challenges, aka King Iobates' totally not suspicious missions. Bellerophon and Pegasus first had to face the Chimera, a fire-breathing monster with a lion's head, a goat's body, and a snake tail, and it can breathe fire. And its skin was almost impenetrable. And everyone who fought it was gone toast, crispy toast, to be honest. Get it? Like, it breathes fire? Anyways, Bellerophon with Pegasus flies above the Chimera and shoots arrows, then dives down and thrusts a lead-tipped spear into its throat. The fire melts the lead, which chokes the beast from the inside. Victory number 1. And the second mission was the Salimi tribe, a warrior tribe who did not like visitors. King Iobadi sent Bellerophon to fight them next, hoping they'll finish him off. But Pegasus helps him again, flying above, dodging arrows, and allowing Bellerophon to strike from above. Victory number 2. And number 3 was the Amazons. Yes, the warrior woman of Greek mythology, queen and all. King Iobates sent him to face them next. They were fierce, fast, and strategic, but Bellerophon didn't want to hurt them, so some versions say he outsmarted them all with surprise attacks from the air, or rather a peaceful negotiation. Anyways, it was victory number 3. And number 4 was okay, now Iobates is desperate. He sends his own soldiers to ambush Bellerophon on his way back. But Pegasus sees it coming from the sky, and together they kill all of the king's men. Wow. And Bellerophon survives. Again. Victory number 4. After all of these impossible missions, King Iobates finally realized, oh no, this kid is blessed by the gods. Since he, sort of the mosaics of Poseidon in Poseidon's temple, the face was sort of familiar with Bellerophon's face, and King Iobates realized that it probably wasn't just a coincidence. And so he stops trying to kill him and gives him his other daughter's hand in marriage, half the kingdom, and a place in the royal family. But then Bellerophon could have had a happy life. He was married, had a kingdom, probably going to be a future king. But Bellerophon wanted more. He thought maybe, just maybe. Well, the reason he got this thought at all was because people started to notice him as a great hero, and they started to tell him stuff like, you should be a god, you should be on Olympus. So he thought he should ride Pegasus all the way to Mount Olympus, and that is where things fall apart. And everyone sort of whispered his name as a legend, but slowly something began to change. It was small at first, a tiny voice in his mind, a whisper that said, "You don't need the gods anymore. You're great as them now." So one day, Bellerophon made a decision, and there we go. Fly to Mount Olympus. Pegasus hesitated. The skies seemed to shiver. The wind held its breath. But Bellerophon tugged the reins and they rose. Higher and higher. Past the clouds, past the mortal world. Toward the shining gates of Olympus. He wasn't just riding anymore. He was trying to become a god, and the gods noticed, especially Zeus. "How dare he?" thundered Zeus. With one finger, Athena helped Bellerophon to find Pegasus, right? So Athena sort of favorited Bellerophon, so he tried to convince Zeus not to kill Bellerophon, but Zeus still wanted to, but he did take it easy for Zeus. Anyways, with one finger, the King of Skies sent a tiny sting bug, yes, a bug, called a gadfly. Straight into the clouds, it buzzed past the moon, past the stars, and found Pegasus. Sting! And Pegasus screamed, kicked, and flipped. Bellerophon was flipped off the horse, and then he fell. Down, down, down from the heavens, through the clouds, through the silence, through the sky. He crashed back to earth with a thud. And he survived, but he was never the same. blinded, injured, alone. He wandered the earth in sadness, no longer a hero and no longer proud, just forgotten. Bellerophon, the boy who flew on dreams, learned that greatness without humility can lead to a fall that even not Pegasus can catch. As for Pegasus, he soared back into the skies. He now lives with the gods, carrying Zeus's thunderbolts across the heavens. On some clear nights, you can still see him shining in the stars. The constellation Pegasus. And that was the tale of Bellerophon, the boy who rose too high and learned the price of pride. And remember, demigods, even heroes must stay grounded sometimes. Anyway, stay mythic, and I'll see you next time on Tales of Olympus. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which has a new Myth Drop Legends with animations full-length video is out. So, my name is Ariel. I'm 10. No. How could I possibly forgot that? It's the third time in a row I've been practicing this. Anyways, my name is Ariel. I'm 11 years old, and I will see you next episode.